Hi everyone, welcome back to On a Budget Venture. My name is Ray and I do low-tech, low-budgeting videos. I have a family of 4 and we are on a low income, generally speaking, and so I like to share my real numbers with you just to help us all who are in similar situations and encourage one another to do the best we can for our families. So let's get started. Today we're just doing an overview of our weekly spending, weekly expenses. So we already did week 1, and today we will be focusing on closing out week 2, which was September 6th through the 12th for us. We do a Sunday to Saturday week spread. So to begin with, I will just fill in these numbers for you and then we can do the calculations together. And I'll attempt to zoom you guys in. There we are. I don't know, how close do you guys want to be really? Is that okay? I don't know. Anyway, let's get started. For food this week, we spent $159.40. My boxes are so small and I don't write really minusculely, so I'm gonna have to change that on my spreadsheet. But I'm just gonna go through the numbers. For gas, we spent $59.18, and that's because we had a last minute trip that ended up happening that we had to get some extra gas for. Household, we spent $54.65, and unbudgeted we spent nothing. So didn't do quite as well as last week. We were in the positive on all of these. Unfortunately, this week we weren't, but we were pretty darn close to our food budget. So we only had 11 cents remaining. Gas, we were over by $14.38. And household, we were over by $16.01. And then unbudgeted, we were fine. So let's go ahead and add up our numbers. Let's see, I know there's kind of a glare here. Let's see if we can get this. 159.40 plus 59.18 plus 54.65 is 273.23. And over here, let's see how much we were in the negative. So we had 11 cents. Subtract 14.38, subtract 16.01. So we were over budget 30.28. But that is okay because, as you guys know, the way that we calculate our budget is we base it on goals, which are based on whatever remaining balance we have. So I'll calculate that out in a minute with you guys. I'm just gonna go over our variable expenses. Not our variable, sorry. I already did our variable expenses, that's here. I still have this written here as variables. I wanna cross that out and write other. So for our other or extra category, we didn't have anything. For bills this week, we just had a couple, so $144.47. I add up all these expenses and I get $417.70. I think sometimes I'm going to calculate with you and sometimes just tell you the numbers. Tell me what you think about that. Ugh, there's all these little crumbs all over the place. I am in my kids' domain, so I apologize for all the extra crumbs. So with the cash envelopes this week, we spent $57 out of there. And I can't really remember what those were. Let me go ahead and see what we had in week 2. Oh yeah, we just had some kids charges, which I think were mainly books, and then some entertainment. That's usually eating out, and that was it. So not too bad. And then we didn't spend anything out of our sinking funds this week. So the total outgoing was a generally low number for us. So how I calculate total outgoing is all the expenses, which is right here, plus any of our savings categories that we spent. So it is a total of $474.70 is how much we spent. So last week it was $352.93, so a little bit more. But we had more on bills. Yeah, so anyway, I think overall generally pretty good weeks. And now let's go on and get it set up for week 3. So the way that I calculate this out, should I zoom you out a little bit more? There we go. Is I take whatever the balance is. So if I had $569.68, I subtract how much we spent, $159.40, and I get $410.28. So that is the balance that we have to work with for the rest of the month for food. So let's do it all with the other ones. For gas, $160 minus $59.18. So I have $182 or $100.82. Okay, there we go. And for household, we had $138. We spent $54.65. So we have the remaining balance for the month, $83.35. And then unbudgeted, we have still $75. So calculating out our goal for the week. So there are 7 days in this week, and there are how many days left in the month starting on the 13th? There are 18 days left in September. So I'm going to divide this number by 18 first and then multiply it by the 7 days in the week. So we've got 410.28 divided by 18 times 7. So that's 159.55. So I call this a goal, and it's really like a goal to stay under. I don't need to reach that goal. So for gas, 182 divided by 18 times 7. 39.21. Household, 83.35 divided by 18 times 7. Do you guys do this in a similar way? Or do you just do cash envelopes where you take out a certain amount each month? I'm curious to see what you guys do. I don't really like working with cash a whole bunch, so I prefer to set up my budget in this manner. And I don't know, it just works for my family, but I'm kind of curious to see because I feel like sometimes it's a lot of numbers, and my partner is like, why do I have to look at all these numbers? Why don't we just buy food and gas? So anyway, maybe cash would be better for us, I'm not sure. Oh, and then we forgot to do the totals. So let's do the remaining balances. $669.45. $231.17. All right, so I think we are complete for this week. We only have one more full week after this week and then a short week, and then we can go over the total expenses, which I'm excited about. So thank you so much for following along. Leave your comments in the comment section below, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.